in the building. Hip Hop Weekly Impact TV. We got a special
Yo,
guest in the house. We got a very, very special guest in the house, y'all. One of the premier exclusive rapper slash producer slash engineer. I mean, this man is just killing the game right now, yo. I really want him to introduce himself. Let the world know who you are, bro.
yo, man, I'm Bad Azz Jitt, man. I go by Bad Azz Jitt, man. You know, from the 305 Miami, we holding it down in here, man. What's good with y'all, man? What y'all doing, man? What's good with you?
Shit, we out here trying to move the culture, change the game, open up the doors for the young brothers. You know what I'm saying? Brothers who making moves out here. We trying to do something big. So look, let's dive right into it. You know, let us know who you are. Like, give us who you are from the beginning, from childhood up.
Yeah, man. Shit, I go by Bad Azz Jitt, man. And shit, man. I just, I'm from Miami, in the city, Liberty City. Liberty City, Poker Beans area and shit like that. That's where I grew up at. I went to Holmes and I went to True and shit like that. I went to all the little inner city schools and shit. So yeah, man, shit. I found music on my way after I lost my old girl. My old girl passed away when I was 14, type shit, and I moved in with my brother and shit. And that's where I found the music at, man. He was a nigga that just had some money and wanted to invest in talent. And he had some niggas that he brung around, and he was investing in them and shit like that. And they happened to be like OGs from my hood type shit.
Yeah.
And we was part of the same like little clique growing up. It was a clique called YB Gang, and they was the older niggas from YB Gang and shit like that. We
And they
was
was
the
in the
young.
game. They was already rapping.
Yeah, they was already rapping. So when my brother flew them boys out to the A, he had them boys in the studio. I'm like, man, I'm a young ass man. I'm like 14, man. All them niggas older and shit. They old as hell and shit. Could go to the clubs and shit. But I'm like, man, I want to go. And they just used to bring me with them type shit. I
Yeah.
ain't even write my first raps. They wrote my first raps type shit.
Oh,
Like,
word.
yeah, first
It was
shit I
just like having a
recorded.
little young nigga, little young
Yeah.
cool nigga around.
hmm So
hmm
and that's how I got into the music, and I just kept doing that
And what
shit.
age was that?
I was like 14, going
Okay,
on
okay.
15 type shit.
All right.
And yeah, I just kept going after that, man. Like my brother, he just kept setting up studio time for a nigga. Like he was really pushing that shit, like how a motherfucker push somebody with like that got a sports talent type shit.
Yeah.
He seen something in me with this music shit. So he used to be waking me up. We writing all night, having writing camps and shit like that. Like that nigga was really
So your brother,
pushing
your
that
brother,
shit.
your brother knew you had the talent, like the raw talent, and just enhanced it, or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
developed it. Did you have the
I
raw talent, or you developed it?
I developed it. I
Okay,
developed
okay.
it, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. Like I said, I ain't even write my first couple raps. So I developed the talent. Like I always tell people that shit too. Like if you really want to practice something and want to get good at something, just keep trying to do that shit every day, and you're gonna eventually get good. Cause if you listen to my music, bro, and listen to when I started, totally different, bro. That's something I really had to like sit down and really develop and work on like words and everything to flows and all type of shit. So I really like studied the game, like went all the way back to like the 80s hip hop and shit like that. I went
Yo.
my brother had me on all day just on the Sundays, we studying old school hip hop. That's what we doing on Sundays. We studying old school hip hop. So I went all the way back there type shit to develop my talent.
Yo, you became a true historian.
Yeah, real shit, man.
We're
Real shit. Real
historian
shit.
for real. So what you prefer, like a lyricist or someone that just ride the beat?
Um, what I prefer to listen to,
What you prefer as your art?
my arts, someone that just ride the beat for
So you gonna consider yourself a
real. Like,
lyricist?
nah, I really don't. I really
No.
don't because I always tried to make like music that like with melodies and shit like that.
Got
So
you, got you.
like when I first started rapping, I was straight rapping type shit. But
Yeah.
as I kept going, the type of music I like to listen to is like a lot of music with melodies and shit like that. You feel me? Like and deep 808s and shit like that. You feel me?
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh.
and so the lyrical part just came with trying to develop my talent type shit. So I
Got
know
you.
I had to have some type of lyrics, and I can't just be riding the beat and saying anything. I'm like, you feel me? Like these other niggas to set myself apart, I gotta have lyrics with this shit. Like, so
Absolutely.
that's the reason why I took all that shit my brother put into me and really like that shit got into me, and I started practicing that shit and putting it on paper and shit like
Hmm.
that, trying to develop lyrics and shit like that. But when it comes to the type of music that I like to make just like feel good music type shit, like some vibe shit, like some shit, and you feel me, like. But I definitely like. I like to do a lot. I like to do word play and
Yeah,
make sense.
I heard both,
I'm
man.
a
I think
smart
you.
ass nigga, bro. So I know you feel me. I know words and shit like that.
Yeah,
So
I heard you
you know
spit
I try to
bars,
make that
yo.
shit work.
Yeah, I heard you spit bars before and not just ride. But I also
Yeah, yeah,
heard you make those melodies that's crucial too. But when I
yeah.
first heard you, I was like, who the fuck spit? Who is this dude? Only two things was the lyrics and the voice.
Right, right,
And then
right.
when I began to listen to you more, I heard more of what you're saying, like melodies, riding the melodies, creating them fucking hard ass melodies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
melodies
hooks.
and shit.
But I definitely
Yeah.
heard bars. You got some bars, bro. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Yeah,
some
yeah.
bars.
Bars was really kind of secondary for it,
Yeah,
man. Like it was really like creating catchy ass hooks and melodies and shit.
yeah,
Really ain't catchy shit. You feel me?
for sure.
So that's really like, and that's really like if you listen to my music, that's where I was trying to take it with it. Like that's the aim that I had for it and stuff. And
Sure indeed. And
so
so you started at 14. What age did you really? Because a 14-year-old is a little hard to take it serious. What age do you really say, yo, I'm gonna take this shit serious. I'm going hard in the paint. I'm buying my own equipment. I'm creating my own little, you know what I mean? Empire myself.
so
Young global.
before I go there, I'm gonna have to take you. I'm gonna have to take you back though to
Take
like
me back. Talk
you
to
know
me. Talk to me.
take you back to like where it kind of started. Like we had so after my brother he um found figured out I could rap and shit like that. He like he had the YB niggas and shit like that. They don't fuck around. They don't move back. They don't went back to Florida. Then he started investing in me and shit like that. And then I brought a couple niggas around and shit like that, and we made a group, and we all got that shit tatted 1934 and shit.
Oh, okay.
Like that's the
Okay.
name of the group that we had made and shit. Like everybody got that shit tatted. That shit tatted. I got it.
1934. What that mean?
Um, so it's some real
Some real
deep shit.
gangster
My brother
shit?
was
All right, all right, all right.
yeah, he was yeah. So that shit was some real deep shit, man. So yeah, I don't know if we could talk
No,
about it
no,
on
no,
here.
no. We ain't gonna we ain't gonna do that on here. We ain't gonna do that. So go ahead, continue. Continue.
Yeah, man. So yeah, so we formed this group and shit 1934. My brother, he was like really trying to really like he was investing in us type shit. Like he was the P for the Migos type shit. Like he
Mm,
was the nigga, he was finding us shows, he was hella connected in the streets and the strip clubs and all type of shit. So we was doing hella shows. We had hella merch and shit. Like niggas started getting shit printed up. We had CDs. Like we really started doing like the street team shit, like how they used to do back in the days
yeah,
type
yeah,
shit. Like
yeah,
we
yeah.
really were doing that shit from club to club every week type shit to the point where we started getting paid and shit from that shit. Like because we were really like started a
And
campaign
you
type
really
shit.
touching the people.
And we was touching the people type shit. So we was out there and shit. We was on the radio and all type of shit. So we formed a group and shit. And we ended up breaking up or whatever. We ended up breaking up, and that's when I was like, that was between like the age of 15 and 17. We was doing all that shit,
Yeah.
and we ended up breaking up. I wasn't making beats or none of that shit around that
You
time.
ain't know
We ended
how
up
at that
breaking.
point.
Yeah, I didn't know how
Okay,
to make
okay.
beats, none of that shit. Like we ended up breaking up, So I just like, I don't know, it came to a point where I'm like, man, shit, fuck it, I'm finna just go solo then. Like, I ain't finna just let, because I was only making music with them type shit. If I wasn't making music with my brother, I wasn't making no music at all.
Yeah.
Every song, it was me and my brother, or me, my brother, and my dogs, them, buried in Coachee. Same niggas I just rekindled with since I done came back home, and now we back at it type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
So y'all,
but
so y'all about 17. Y'all started
yeah,
into y'all. You went solo.
yeah, I went solo. Barry started doing his own thing and shit. And then Coach E, he started doing his own thing. I went solo, and that's what really made me like, damn, I'm finna put out my first mixtape. So I was working at Tootsie's. I was working at Tootsie's
What
when
you
I
was
put
doing
out.
at Tootsie's?
I was a food running and shit. I was working in the kitchen. I was a food runner. I met all type of
With
niggas.
all the goddamn
That's where I
motherfucking
met
bitches.
Khaled.
God
I met
damn.
Birdie, man. I met Gotti. I met
Whoa.
all type of niggas, man.
What?
Walk around and stepped on Bow Wow's shoe while delivering him.
Oh shit.
I
Oh
taking his
shit.
food to him.
Bro, Tootsie's,
Like,
you
my
liable to
bad,
see
bro.
anybody in that motherfucker, yo.
Yeah, man. Mayweather, all type of shit, man. All them boys, man. None of them boys ain't never tipped though. Whole ass niggas,
Tell
man.
them niggas about themselves now, yo. Tell them,
Niggas ain't never
look
tipped.
now, niggas. Y'all remember me? Y'all remember me?
What? Yo, man. So that's when I was working there, and during that time, I was running into them niggas. I'm trying to get them my music and everything. That's when I put out the tape. Like I'm getting niggas CDs out here. I got Khaled upstairs and shit. Man, yo, go past, man, go get them my CD and shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm trying to get them niggas my CDs. I get Po Boy contact information and shit like that. E-class them. I'm trying to, every time I hear they up there, I'm trying to get them boys my CDs, because I'm like, I hear them the people, like them the niggas you need to be hollering at in Miami, some shit done.
Yeah.
So every time. And so I had it was a studio right across the street from that shit. So I just started, ready to invest in my shit. I put out my first project and shit. And that shit was called Young Nigga Music. And that
Was
shit
it
was
the
really,
office building right across the street? That office
yeah,
building?
that
That
office
got the
building.
security office in there? I
Uh-huh.
know what you talking about.
Hell yeah. Starboy Studio and shit.
Mm-hmm.
My dog, he owned that studio and shit like that, man. So I was in that shit when that shit was first getting started, before they even had all them rooms and shit. Like, so I went in that shit, you feel me? I'm like, I'm round, I got the resources and shit. That's what made me like, I'm round the resources. You feel me? I'm working at Tootsie's. I'm running into all type of niggas every day. The studio right across the street. My dog owned the shit. You feel me? Like, the only
Yeah.
thing is up, and I got a little talent. So that's what really made me like, all right, man, I need to get this rap shit. Like, I need to start going hard, and I start, investing in, getting shows, doing shows, getting a lot of like
You see
good
these
feedback
motherfuckers in
from that
Tootsie
shit.
spinning the bag on a regular.
What, man? That shit just
Yeah.
was influencing nigga, man. I'm like, yeah, man, I gotta go.
Them niggas
Man,
dropped
I'm
it.
like,
I
yeah,
wasn't
somebody
even
gotta
working
sign
every time I went there. I'm like, God damn, this what Miami
so
about?
fast.
Niggas just throwing
What?
mad bread, yo.
Man, that shit is crazy,
And
man.
I was just coming to Miami, so I was thinking slimy. I'm putting shit under my feet. I'm picking up money. Niggas throwing shit. I'm picking it in my pocket. I'm, I'm doing all kind of bullshit because I ain't never seen no shit like that. I'm like, this dumbass nigga just threw hundreds. I'm
Yep.
scooping shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boy, that's how them boys give it up in them, man.
They was giving it up in that motherfucker. So
Boy.
I know you was seeing all the
Oh,
motivation, yo.
shit, bro. Yes, man. Even like I seen a nigga Justin Bieber, bro. He came through the kitchen one night. I had my music playing, because we used to always have our own music playing and shit. And it just happened to be my music playing that night. And that nigga came through the kitchen. That nigga just started turning up, and we started turning up together. And I'm like,
Yo,
that's Justin Bieber
that's
turning up to
hard.
my
That's
shit.
hard.
Like, he don't even know
That's hard.
nobody.
That's hard. That's
So
hard.
like, all that
Oh
shit was
shit.
really motivation. Like, bro, you gotta keep this shit going, bro. Like,
That's
you
hard.
gotta do something with this shit. You feel me? Like, so it was a lot of little shit like that, like behind the scenes shit niggas don't even know, that made me like bro, yeah, this is what you need to be doing.
And then so what made you when I linked up with you, so that's about 20s, you in your 20s now. What made you leave Miami and go to Jersey? Cause that's where we connected. What made you go up there?
Oh shit, bro. So it was really like a mix of like the streets, leaving the street shit, a lot of shit going on in the street shit, and like seeing another way out for real. It
All
was
right,
really kind
all
of
right.
seeing a way out for real. And then it was the music shit too. And I'm like, my thing was like, yo, I'm finna be close to New York. You know, niggas always go to New York and blow
Got
up.
you.
Like that's like the ultimate
That's the
like
spot.
starter
Yeah,
pack type
yeah,
shit if you a
yeah,
rapper.
yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
you was dead fucking serious. You like,
yeah,
fuck that.
bro.
I'm relocating to try to catch this one.
Yes, sir, man. So I tried to, you feel me? I had to hit it, bro. And then my brother, it was just, but it was some like my brother, he a chef and shit. He had became a chef and shit. So he had got the call to come up there type shit and come open a restaurant type shit for some Jews and shit. And you know, we went. We thought it was a host, but them niggas was paying off real and was talking real cash shit, boy. And that shit was like, boy, we gotta go. They was like, assemble a team, this, that, and other. We'll pay for everybody, this, that, and other. And I'm like, I'm just a young nigga working at finger licking at the time. I'm still in
Yeah,
the trenches, getting in shootouts every day type shit. Like carrying a gun everywhere I fucking go type shit. Ain't really have a stable place to live.
yeah.
Like shit was really real at that time. So it was like, damn, bro. When bro called me with that shit, he like, bro, I just got this call from New Jersey. I don't know if it's real or not, but man, I'm finna see what they talking about. They told me to write a menu, and I'm finna write a menu and send it back to them. They say they gonna pay for everything, bro. Da, 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 da. I'm like, bro, I'm coming with you. I ain't even
Yo,
asking.
bro must have been a beast. Bro must be a beast. He
Yeah,
writing
he a beast.
menus.
Yeah, that nigga a beast.
God
That
damn.
nigga a fucking beast, bro. That nigga a beast with
Yo,
that
he
shit.
gotta be a
He got
beast.
that nigga got his degree in prison.
God
that
damn.
nigga
New
got his
York got
degree
a
in
New York
prison.
got a lot of tough restaurants, and he got his motherfucking menu in
Yeah,
the
bro.
restaurant up there, yo. That's dope as fuck, man.
Yeah, bro. So I was like, man, shit, I'm coming with you, bro. Like, I ain't know shit about cooking at that time. You feel me? I was just a little petty dishwasher. So I just
Yeah.
went up there, you feel me, grinding that shit out, learning cooking shit. And I'm like, bro, I'm out here in this. I'm finna play this shit all ways type shit, man. So I just started really grinding
Yeah.
this shit and grinding this music. I went and got this equipment. I just happened when we moved when we moved to fucking New Jersey. We just happened to move right in front of a fucking studio. How ironic is that? We just happened to move right in front of the
What
studio
city
where
y'all moved in first? What city?
it was we moved to Jersey. So we moved to Highland Park.
Okay.
We moved to Highland Park. So it was like only one studio in Highland Park, and all the niggas come to that studio type shit. Like that just happened to be the spot for like middle sets type shit. Like that just happened to be the spot for a lot of Plainfield niggas and shit like that. So I met hella Plainfield niggas, New Brunswick, and all that shit. And that just happened to be the spot type shit.
Yeah.
So I met them niggas just like they just was throwing parties and shit like that. And I'm like, damn, this perfect for what I'm trying to do, boy. Yeah, like, and they invited a nigga right in with open arms once they found out we was the chefs of the restaurant that they getting food from every day. They like,
Yeah.
y'all the chefs at this Chinese restaurant? Yes, nigga, we the chefs at the Chinese restaurant, bro. Not the one the Jews on.
Yeah,
Yes, bro. We the
yo,
chef.
y'all had the instant plug. Y'all was plugged right in.
It was plugged right in, bro. We was plugged right in. So that shit was really like, and we just like started, you know, mingling and going to their little shit like that. So I just took that shit. That was a whole nother like, yo, I yeah, let me start some shit, man. Let me start some shit. And I just started like meeting niggas and shit like that. Like that was just on the same type of time that just, you feel me, that just happen to listen like a nigga music, like a nigga mindset and shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
We had the like mindsets and we started working. You feel me, nigga? Like we started fucking working type shit. Like we got to a point where we had a restaurant and I had them moved in with one of the niggas from the
Uh-huh.
studio. Cause at the restaurant, that shit had them motherfucking
Fizzled out.
I don't know what happened with that shit. Brother went and tried to negotiate some new money and they ain't get to it. But he was like, "Oh,
So what you
out."
did?
I ain't telling nigga
You
that
ain't got
type
your new
shit.
gig? You ain't got a
Yeah,
new gig.
yeah, man. So a nigga start. So that's when like he left Jersey type shit. He left me with the crib and everything in Jersey type. Yeah, he left Jersey. I had done went uptown New York and shit. So now I'm in Jersey and shit, bro. I'm in Jersey thugging it out. I'm with this bitch and shit, bro. We thugging it out and shit like that. And then I'm about to move to New York and shit. But I'm working in Jersey. You feel me? Like I found me a job in Jersey and shit. Started working at IHOP, cooking and shit like that. So I'm about to hit it. But my dog, one of the niggas from the studio, you know, I had to hit his ass one night, like, what's good, bro? I got the studio equipment, man. What's good, bro? I'm finna pull up on you, man. Let's make some music type shit.
Yeah.
And we was just talking. He was asking me, like, boy, what's your situation? What's going on, man? Like, what's good with you type shit? He a white boy type shit. Like, what's good with you, man? And I let him know they was all and I told him I'm about to move to New York and shit, get this room in New York. But I'm working in Jersey, so I don't know how the fuck I'm about to do that, but that's what I'm about to do. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was about to do, bro. Like shit was real, boy. I'm out here in Jersey by my lonely now. It wasn't no help, no mama, no daddy, no call, nobody, boy. It's like, what you finna do, boy? And that nigga just happened to the nigga that was renting rooms in this big ass crib. And the nigga next door, they just happened to not fuck with that nigga.
Yeah.
That was renting the room. They just happened to not fuck with the nigga. Long story short, they end up putting that nigga out. And I end up renting the room.
Is that in Jersey City where you met Sheet in them, or that came later?
That's in New Brunswick. That's in New Brunswick. That be before I came to Jersey City.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
how'd you land up in the motherfucking worst neighborhood in motherfucking Jersey City?
Oh shit. Boy, my brother, he came back. That motherfucking devil. That nigga came back and shit. And so we was I told you I was making the moves and shit in Jersey and shit. So I started shooting hella videos. The white nigga who moved me in and shit, he just ended up wanting to start shooting videos. He had a camera, learned the whole system and shit. And I just had the motherfucking the equipment. So it was
perfect.
A video for a motherfucking song type shit. So we started shooting shit like that. We started moving like that. So I started getting a lot of motion in New Brunswick, moving like that and shit. And I ended up moving back to Jersey City. I'm like, I bet we getting motion in New Brunswick. We got to get closer to the city now. And so my brother, mind you, I told you he was already in New York, but he was upstate New York. So I'm like, yeah, we got to get closer to the city. Like, let's get in New Jersey cities, somewhere in that area, man, but not New York City. Like, that shit expensive. For sure. So I'm like, but we gotta stay in Jersey though. You feel me? So I was trying to get, you feel me, really closer to the city for real. And so we end up linking back up. We end up getting the crib and shit. And got that shit over there in Jersey City. Got that shit off Facebook. Some crazy shit. Got that shit right off Facebook. So that bit was a whole scam and everything.
Lord,
but that shit came.
That shit, boy, they put y'all in the trenches.
They put a nigga right in the trenches.
But
hey,
you could tell how solid. You could tell how solid you is because you went right in that motherfucker where they don't accept Jersey. Curry Woods niggas don't accept motherfuckers like that, yo. No,
that's crazy, bro.
You're not just coming there, yo. You're not just coming there, yo, huh?
I already know that by a lot of places, bro. And that shit a lot of time. I be saying that shit a lot. Like, damn, bro. Like, I gotta recognize the power and the how I could influence the people in such a positive way and not a negative way all the time type shit. Like
Yeah,
shit could be a
yeah,
little different if I use my shit in different ways, like how I
absolutely.
did type shit. Like G
And
shit.
open arms. They show open
Like
arms, like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, real
Love,
shit.
yo. What? You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
no
rapping,
bullshit.
bro. I seen she rapping on a corner one day, bro. That's how I met she that, bro.
That's what he
Just
told me.
moved
He
up.
told me that shit.
Yeah, I had just
He was
moved
like, yo,
upstairs.
you was coming to the store, and he was
Mm-hmm.
like, after that, it was on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was locked in, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all just start creating together, yo. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Hold
bro.
on 1 second. Hold on. Yo, now let's jump